red. But so are red flags. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Swasti Jain and you are watching Blossom Phoenix. See, this is the time of year when suddenly anything and everything starts turning red or pink, and there are hearts popping out everywhere. Like really, there are hearts at places around things which is kind of stupid. Normal days napkin. Valentine's special napkin. This pink heart-shaped origami masterpiece. Like bro, I'm not worth ruining this. And the big question, how am I supposed to wipe my hands with this? I'm not that cold-hearted. I mean I am, but not this much. So I'm like, Happy Valentine's Day. Great. So in conclusion, this is the Valentine time where there is a big wave of love where everyone becomes love positive. People are celebrating love, falling in love, making moves, proposals, etc. etc. But hey, don't get it twisted. Not me. The only pickup lines I am receiving are from Zomato and Swiggy. That's why my relationship with food is blooming. And you know what? Joke's on you. I don't have to share it with anyone. So anyway, like every other thing, there are two parties. One which is in favor and one which is against it. Like really, some people are having their best time of their life and some people are pissed. I mean, really frustrated. So I thought, let's evaluate Valentine's Day scam or sweet. Let's find out. But before that, the word of this week is vehemently, which means in a forceful or intense manner. Now, let's go. Number 1, getting gifts. See, it's a problem either way. Like when people splurge mindlessly on double the price things just because they are pink or red. Or when they say, our love is beyond materialistic things and they become a Care Bear. Except this one doesn't care. So how do I become a balance of both? Like how do I become a 17-year-old teenager and a 61-year-old granny at the same time? So I'll just go ahead and say that you should spend, but in the right direction. What I mean by that is, rather than spending on materialistic things, spend on gaining experiences like going to a theme park, craft together, paint together, or just traveling together. Because experiences creates memories and every single penny spent on creating memories is worth it. And as for the souvenir, just give each other handwritten notes and tell them how much you appreciate each other. And the most important thing, give each other flowers. Because it's a different feeling altogether. There's something about getting flowers. And I personally suggest you to give the crocheted ones because they last forever. And you know what? Possibly the best gift you can give to a girl is get her refills of her skincare. You know what this shows? This shows that you know her and this shows that you listen to her. Best thing. Now, let me just recall the facts here. Valentine is a gender neutral term, right? So it applies to both of you. So girls, if you are expecting a bouquet without even bringing a leaf yourself, then there is a problem. So I'll just say that divide your day. Like I'll take care of the first half of the day and you can take care of the second half of the day. Or I'll pick the first place and you can pick the second place. I mean, just talk, make plans, show your true partnership. Isn't that the whole thing about? Number 2, the salt sprinkler. See, I feel that Valentine's Day also acts as a rubbing salt on an already unhealed wound. And now don't be typical, there is a wide variety of the said wounds. In essence, see, it's a problem. If you don't have a Valentine or you have one, or you had one last year but this year you don't have one, or you had one last year but this year the person is different, or you have one but your friend doesn't, or vice versa, and the list goes on and on and on. So you see, so much chaos. Number 3, the extra. So you see, people are questionable. Here's the thing, there is a one variety of people who is going nuts over the fact that it's Valentine. Like they're celebrating the whole week, the whole month. Like it's like by the end of the January, their schedule is uptight. Like they have planned the itinerary, the outfits for all the ceremony and rituals and stuff. I don't know. And on the other hand, there is another variety who just hates the concept of Valentine. Like they hate it so much if their significant other or any random person even dares to wish them a happy Valentine will just end up getting a 2-hour session of guilt trip and regret. And there is one more poor variety which is my favorite, that is students. They are the most sappy ones because they want to celebrate it but they can't, because apart from Valentine there is one more thing that comes at this time of the year, which is final examinations. So they are stressed, they are trying to multitask, nothing is going right, and this is just one big mess. But jokes apart, I think if celebrated right, the whole Valentine thing, it's sweet, because the more excuses to shower love upon your loved ones, the better. But what I do feel is a scam though is, like when in the beginning of a relationship, people are so eager to celebrate a whole month, and later in the coming years will not even find themselves wishing each other and will find it cringe. That's a problem. So I vehemently deny this process. See, the most important thing to do is do something which you can do forever and not just in the cute phase. See, don't set like unrealistic expectations and give false hopes which you yourself will shatter in the future. So keep your word and do something which you can do forever. And that's all for now. I'll take a leave. Please like, share and subscribe to Flossom Phoenix, and I know you would do it because you're an awesome Phoenix. And until then, be happy.